So you were telling me to save. You were telling me to save Jack for later, and in general to save. What was the area? To save Purgatory for later. Is that what you told me? Right before I went to. When I first.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
What is the mission about Jack again? Or?
When I first took a look at all the dossiers, you were saying do Omega, and maybe save the ones I'd mentioned for later.
Okay.
So is now later, or is later? I guess.
I think now should be safe.
Okay. Well, either way, that's fine. I'm interested in that. So, okay, this is going to be Purgatory. And Okier is going to be Corliss. Okay.
Alright, do what you want.
Alright. Purgatory and Corliss. Emir system. Oh, and then the side mission was in the Omega Nebula Fathar system. Alright, keeping mental note of that. Smuggling Depot is located Faryar system, Hourglass Nebula. Alright, we'll go pick up our reward on Daratar as well, if we see it. Alright, let's see here. Bender, Fuel Depot, Mass Relay. And from the Mass Relay, what do we got access to? Or rather, from the Omega 4 Relay. Oh, no, this was the... Yeah.
Where are you bringing us?
Alright, to recruit the convict, Hourglass Nebula, and the smuggled cargo. The Warlord is at Eagle. Well, it's very nice of them to put the fucking label right underneath it as well. That's awesome. I appreciate that at the very least. Huh. So this time around, we are, like, hold on, Citadel is over here, right? So yeah, this time around, like, if this is not rotated, like, we're on the complete other side of the system, right? Because Mass Effect 1's relays were all here.
Yeah.
So, like, assuming we're not looking at a different orientation of things based on where the Citadel is located, we are looking at the other side of the Milky Way.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that. All right.
So you just picked... Okay.
The cargo and the convict.
Okay.
What's up?
No, I'm just...
You look a little concerned.
No.
We got the prison ship right over here. We got a fuel depot over there. And we got this Saturn-ass looking thing over here.
Olokun, Sky Harvest, is a standard gas giant composed of hydrogen and helium. Spacefarers from Erinley gather helium-3 from here rather than Orun Mila, as its atmosphere is much more predictable.
Let's see. I wonder what it, like, a planet with rings looks like from under the ring, you know? Like, if you could, like, kind of park your ship by the, like, where the, obviously, like, if it's a gas giant, then you don't want to fuck around, but, like...
Wouldn't it look the same?
Would just... No, but, like, is it, like, how thick is
the
ring once you're right next to it? You know what I mean? Like, is it like a a layer? Is it almost like a layer of atmosphere? Or is it like, you know, it'd be interesting to see how thick that could go. Or if you were to like fly through it, what it would be like.
Moderate resources on this planet.
I should also probably go read a thing or two about like how that forms, you know, because I actually don't know
I forget
what causes the rings of a planet to like stabilize in that shape and not just be pulled in
all around it or
more disorganized directions based on the way its gravitational center is oriented.
Probe launched.
All right. Like, what they could have done is, like, have you do this while the description of the planet is being read to you or something, you know? Like,
yeah.
just a something. Little
Make it
something.
less dry, you know?
Yeah.
Launch a probe and offend some population or
Launching
something.
probe.
Like, voice acting is, of course, like, also going to cost more money than nothing at all, but it's still cheaper than Mako missions, right? You could probably come in under budget that way. Oh boy, alright. Fine, I'll do that.
Drain that planet.
Probe away.
Still poor, dang.
Fuck off, we're good.
Leave some crumbs.
Aganju.
Extremely large rock planet with a thin atmosphere of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. Abundant in both copper and platinum, the crust has been scanned by mining bots from Iranley, but specialized equipment to work in Aganju's heavy gravity, more than 5 Gs, has created prohibitive costs, and so Aganju is largely unexploited.
Yeah. Yep, some mods are less controversial than others.
Launching probe.
Double standards or what?
We can now afford the heavy ship armor.
Probe
Need the
launched.
true ME2 experience, except for this and that and whatever.
Launching probe.
Let's see if we can't get this at least down to poor. Because I want the ship upgrades.
Probe launched.
But there's a cap too. We can fill up. Come to think of it. Though once that bar is full, then that means go
yeah.
spend it. Right? Ooh.
Probe away.
That was a good pump.
Launching probe.
It's funny because the click for iridium sounds like a Geiger counter, you know? It's only 3.5. Don't worry about it.
Probe away.
Did you see Chernobyl?
No!
You should watch Chernobyl.
No!
Launching probe.
I keep forgetting.
Write it down. Write it down.
Oh man.
Make a note. Pretty solid.
Launching probe.
Man, I feel like it's been like a year since like I've been told to watch this.
Yeah.
You told me.
I mean, it's not going to come up.
Probe away.
I feel like it's the type of thing that it's like, it's a retelling of, it's a somewhat dramatized retelling of a historical event. So it's not the type of thing that's going to really get brought up again that much in the future, you know. But in the moment, certainly, it was definitely like, oh shit, this is pretty informative in terms of just like going into it. How much do you know about this? And like, I read about shit like the forest around the area and like the glowing trees and, you know, just like kind of like the wild phenomena. But like, I was in the dark about I guess like some of the more like direct cause and events at the time. So yeah, check that shit out.
Yeah, there were a few nuclear accidents around the world in our history, right?
I mean,
Even in America, I think.
that's
Like,
the one, you know.
Mile Island,
Certainly, Fukushima.
Chernobyl, and chemical plants too, like in India.
There's definitely a feeling of like, it's interesting because like, yeah, nuclear energy, like there's a big discussion about how like it's super clean in a lot of ways compared to other forms of like really environmentally destructive shit. But when nuclear energy goes wrong, it's
goes
the
very
worst.
wrong.
So it's that trade-off.
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the collectors?
Like I said, if we don't upgrade the hull on this boat, people will die. I have some Alliance favors I can call in if you have the resources.
Let's go clean. Just don't fuck up. Do not fuck up. Yeah. Armor.
Commander, can I help you with something?
How we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
If Morden's modifications hold up, anything else, Commander?
No, I want the, you're not going to comment on the ship itself? Alright, well, that's fine.
We'll talk later.
Commander,
Alright.
Codex updated.
Because, it seems like... Here, let me just take a look. At, not this terminal, the one out front. Because, like, the armor... Rather, the ship upgrades... Oh shit, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the upgrade menu. Sorry.
Upgrade menu.
Because I was hoping for lines of dialogue about what they think about the, you know,
The upgrades.
the upgrades, exactly. Yeah. Gotta hit the lab.
Top right.
No messages for you, Commander.
Hey, Kelly. I was just trying to get your attention every time you pass by.
So yeah, if we do ship enhancements over here, I guess the thing to do is then, like, check in on the person who would be responsible for that ship upgrade, and then maybe we can get the line, you know? Kind of like with Garrus, like, oh yeah, now we can do it, right? Cool.
Oh. Exploration unknown.
There's a little something over here.
Ohun Mila. Yes, a medium-sized gas giant, close enough to its parent star to suffer massive changes in temperatures during its day and night periods. This leads to powerful convection currents and storms throughout its hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Gathering helium-3 to refuel is possible for the hardiest of exploration craft, but lesser ships are nearly always lost in the attempt. Mila is within the frost line of its solar system, where icy-cored gas giants do not usually form. For this reason, it is believed to be an extrasolar planet captured by its star's gravity.
It's funny how the unexplored is extremely explored.
Yeah.
Once you approach it, it's just, it's not in our database for some reason. because video games need things to do. Let's scan. Get a little bit of that. Oh, god damn it, we're out of probes.
Ran
Motherfucker.
out, and we're so far.
Well, no, there's a fuel depot in the same location.
Yeah, milk that planet.
Into the sun. Yeah. I wonder how far the world of Mass Effect is from a Dyson sphere.
Probe
a
away.
couple of years.
Are we in the range, or are
Not
we?
too much,
Do
yeah.
they? Is there anything approaching a Dyson sphere?
Yeah, we're one mod away.
I mean, the Citadel is fucking impressive, right? But
Probe launched.
it goes beyond that level. It's like, just thinking about the amount of like actual material it takes to create an object of that size, you know? Like,
Probe away.
yeah.
Now afford the M622 Avalanche Research Project.
Launching probe.
And were there Dyson spheres in the Prothean or pre-Prothean age, you know? It's I wonder if we've ever gotten that far.
Erinley, garden world in its last stages of habitability. While its soil still supports agriculture, its animal biodiversity has fallen to record lows, and the most successful remaining life is toxic blue-green algae, and insect-like pest species. A large Salarian colony is trying to restore biodiversity to the planet, but setbacks are a fact of life. Mineral and fuel mining remains lucrative, however, and Erinley has a thriving spaceport that refuels many ships passing into the terminus systems.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Milk it. That platinum line is almost at 25k.
In research projects,
And passed.
Element 0 is used for bioamp and omni-tool upgrades, which allow squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective.
Where the fuck did that come from? Talk! Do things, yes, good. Do that more often.
That almost got exciting. Game, chill.
Probe
What if
away.
one of our probes lands on a colony? Like, what's it do? We're here. We're down here. Just talk to us.
Launching probe.
I guess that was the first time you get Isa. I see.
Probe away.
Right. Oh, that's a good pull.
This planet's popping off.
Probe launched.
Hell yeah.
Probe away.
I could see there being in this era like a DLC planet that appears when you buy it. That's just infinite resources no matter where you probe.
A DLC planet.
DLC planet that's just like rich, abundant forever.
Reusable energy.
Probe launched.
Alright, we're down to poor.
The Protheans had refined the art of alchemy, producing infinite amounts of gold, palladium, iridium, ESO.
I mean, at the point that you can convert things into gold, is gold even worth it? Is there anything interesting about gold at that point?
Nope. Prison ship Purgatory. Owned by the notorious Blue Suns mercenary company, the Purgatory was once an ark ship used to hold agricultural animals. It is now used to hold prisoners, whether taken in battle or sold by unscrupulous politicians under the name of subcontracting and outsourcing. Rumors abound that the Blue Suns turn skilled or fit prisoners over to Batarian slavers.
I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't even have to.
But few have ever seen the transaction and lived to tell about it. Its population is listed at 4,350, but independent journalists estimate it is nearly 3 times that in periods of overcrowding.
Exogeny private prisons.
Making money.
Talk to one of our prison dealers and wardens about your private prison ship today.
Open a franchise.
Bruh.
That's
for fucking only a few million credits, you know, perhaps a few billion, you can open a exogeny private prison planet. Yep.
So who are we seeing on this planet? This is
we're going after Jack.
After Jack.
Miranda and Garrus.
Give me a second. Miranda is good.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. Got the deets. Matt talk.
And I know people mentioned Zaid, but variety is what you're going for. So
well, if anyone's got some dialogue or interesting things to say, I'm down to hear it. Ah, shit. It's the cops.
Welcome to the Purgatory, Shepard. Your package is being prepped and you can claim it shortly. As this is a high-security vessel, you'll need to relinquish your weapons before we proceed.
no or harsher no?
I don't think I'll be doing that, friend.
I can't do that.
Everyone stand down. Commander, I'm Warden Kirill, and this is my ship. Your weapons will be returned on the way out. You must realize this is just a standard procedure.
I'll be keeping my weapons, friend. It's not gonna happen.
I'm not surrendering my gun. Period.
Let them proceed. Our facility is more than secure enough to handle 3 armed
Larry
guests.
David stare down?
We're bringing Jack out of cryo. As soon as the funds clear, you can be on your way. If you'll follow me to out-processing for the pickup, Commander.
Let's go.
Are you pale-faced? Or clean-faced? Whatever the
Cell
fuck?
Block 2. As you can see, we keep tight control over the population.
Barefaced?
Not colored-faced. Alright?
Each prisoner's cell is a self-contained
It's a
modular
toad.
unit. I've blown a few out the airlocks as an example. The ship is made up of 30 cell blocks identical to this one. We house thousands of criminals.
Yo,
We can put the whole place in lockdown on a moment's notice.
you can't be trusted.
Nothing goes wrong here.
He can't be trusted. Where's your markers? What's your set?
Deal.
What's your, rep your set? What are you doing? What do you mean you've got no face fucking lines? I don't like it, dude.
No, it says-
I immediately don't like it.
Sus.
Can you tell me about Jack?
Cerberus hasn't told you? Jack is the meanest handful of violence and hate I've ever encountered. Dangerous, crazy, and very powerful. You'll see soon enough.
Never trust a pale face, dude.
How'd you end up running this ship?
I was in law enforcement on Paladin and got sick of seeing criminals escape out into the galaxy to carry on with their crimes. Bounty hunters aren't dependable. Eventually, I hit upon this idea. Keep the criminals in space, and the galaxy is a safer place.
What?
Nothing.
Isn't that just when someone's sick? Or like scared or like kind of just, you know, like you're like, oh, like you've gone pale.
Kind of reminds me of like White Devil.
It reminds you of whatever the fuck it was. It reminds you of all kinds of things. I didn't say anything. I said what I said. What you do is up to you.
Sorry.
Overactive imagination.
A bit reddish. What do you want? What do you read? You
The
know?
fuck? Don't put words in your brain.
Woo.
You do this because you think it's necessary?
Every day I see the worst sapient life has to offer. Governments are soft, unwilling to make the hard choices. Someone had to stand up and make the galaxy safe.
Yo, Warden, what's wrong with your face?
How'd you end up running this ship?
I was in law enforcement on Palaven and got sick of seeing criminals escape out into the galaxy to carry on with their crimes. Bounty hunters aren't dependable. Eventually I hit upon this idea. Keep the criminals in space and the galaxy is a safer place.
Maintaining a population this size in space can't be cheap.
We can cut corners that governments can't, and each prisoner brings in a fee from his homeworld. These individuals are violent, and their home planets pay well to keep them here.
Uh-huh. And if they don't pay?
What happens if the homeworld doesn't want to pay?
We explain that we can't maintain the prisoner without their help, so we'll be forced to release him back onto his homeworld.
Naturally.
At an unspecified place and time.
Of course.
So it's an extortion racket.
You don't have to agree with my methods, but don't question my motives.
Oh.
These are despicable people, and I'm keeping them locked up.
Damn.
Private.
That's good money.
Pay to keep them locked up or fucking else. And if if we can't get anything going that way, there's always a couple Batarians nearby in need of some workers.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Established.
Let's get on with this.
Have you had any escape attempts?
We're in space. They have nowhere to go, and they know it. But still, we exercise extreme caution. These are dangerous individuals.
Ooh.
We have
Oh my
many
God.
ways to control the population.
Remember Face Off?
Yes.
Remember the
I'm
stupid
going to
boots?
confirm that the funds from Cerberus cleared.
Remember the lockdown
Our
boots?
processing is straight down this hallway. Just keep going past the
That was
interrogation rooms and the Supermax wing.
The Supermax
I'll
wing.
catch up with you later, Shepard.
So yeah, like is it hold on. Is it rude to point it out? Or is it just a stereotype? What's the social courtesy on seeing some, because I was under the impression that if we're all walking around chilling and you see a Turian and they've got nothing going on their face,
Yeah.
everyone points it out immediately and goes, "Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Who you with?"
Yeah. That was the thing that came up in the previous game. Yes.
What you doing around these parts? Partner.
You repping.
Partner.
Who you repping?
Hey yo, what's this? I don't like it. Yeah. Originally an ARC ship designed to carry agricultural animals, the Purgatory was taken by the Blue Suns mercenary company during a large-scale battle in the Skillian Verge. So that, okay, yeah, I gotta recognize. So that armor, when we see it, that's Blue Suns, and they're not just on Omega. Seems like they're gonna be
Spread out.
an entrepreneurial organization. In a years-long reconstruction of its interior, the Blue Suns repurposed it to hold sapient prisoners, supposedly because they captured so many in their conflicts throughout the galaxy. When media outlets started investigating claims that the ship was used for slaving operations, Blue Suns turned a public relations nightmare into a regular income source. Claiming to be in full accordance with Citadel law, crew of Purgatory now regularly lands on planets or space stations claiming they can no longer hold their prisoners because of cost overruns. To avoid keeping prisoners under inhumane conditions, they have to release them at the nearest port, dumping the scum of the galaxy directly onto local population. Faced with such a scenario, government usually grants Purgatory crew massive discounts in fuel, food, repairs, as long as they go away. Some even offload their own prisoners to Purgatory for a fee, grateful to have the problem relocated somewhere other than their backyard. I like that they use the word backyard. Such unfortunates go into the dark depths of the ship, never to be seen again by their families or contacts. Whoever wrote this knew exactly what they were doing. Purgatory is minimally armed with Guardian defenses, though a cruiserweight ship relies on the Blue Sun's fighters to prevent any attacks bent on a jailbreak or similar events. Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
And yeah.
Ooh, primary.
Well, it never happened, but years ago there was supposed to be, I think it was a Green Arrow movie called Supermax, where he gets locked up in Supermax prison and has to fight his way out, the Raid style. And I always thought that was a cool premise because I'm a fan of Dread or the Raid or any kind of movie where it's real simple. Fight your way out.
Yeah, you got in?
Fight your way up to the top level. Like, just, you're in a location, fight through the video game levels to get out. Excuse me. Yeah, a Metroidvania movie, right? And at best, I think that could be the flow of this mission. If we have to break someone out of there. Although the arrangement for pickup is also going on. I want to look up, before I do that, I want to look up something about the Turian face thing again.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the
It wouldn't be
Citadel
there.
Council
It might have
to
been
fulfill
extra.
the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet.
Let me just take a quick look. Aliens, council races, Turians, culture?
No, public service, military, engineer corps, nothing about the face.
Military doctrine, religion?
Strict evil, spirits, neither good or evil, freedom of religion.
No. Unification War?
Chieftains? Markings. Yes. The top, this one. These colonies were run by local chieftains, many of whom had distanced themselves from the hierarchy. Without the galvanizing influence of the government, the colonies became increasingly isolated and xenophobic. Colonists began wearing emblems or facial markings to differentiate themselves from members of other colonies, and open hostilities became common. Diplomacy.
To this day, most Turians still wear facial markings of their colonies, of their home colonies. As a point of interest, the Turian term Bareface refers to one who is beguiling and not to be trusted, also a slang term for politicians. Excellent.
Barefaced. No commentary on their hue or
Asari-made
tone
Solaris
or
armor can resist even the tremendous heat and kinetic energy of starship weapons. The armor is nearly unsurpassed in strength because its central material, carbon nanotube sheets woven with diamond chemical vapor deposition, are crushed by mass effect fields into super dense layers able to withstand extreme temperatures. That process also compensates for diamond's brittleness. Diamond armor itself has two limiting disadvantages. First, while nanotubes and CVD diamond construction has become cheaper in recent years, it remains prohibitively expensive to coat starships or aircraft larger than fighters in Solaris material. Second, the armor must be attached to the ship's superstructure, so shockwaves from massive firepower can still destroy the metals beneath the armor itself. A popular misconception holds that the diamond composition of Solaris armor gives it its sparkle. In fact, Atmospheric nitrogen impurities during the superhot forging process give the armor its metallic gray or yellow sheen.
All right.
Drip.
Diamond drip, yep.
Drip all over the ship.
In Japanese, that's CBD.
CBD. He did say CBD, didn't he?
CVD.
I thought he said CBD.
Okay. Batarians.
Blue Suns.
You don't even get good information that way. After a point, victims admit to anything to make the pain stop.
Oh, there's a term for that. It's called torture.
I mean, coerced confession.
Is there something I can do for you?
Do you need help?
Justice.
Whatever he did, he probably deserves worse.
He certainly does. Your package will be at out processing just down the hall.
Eyes unclouded.
Just transfer the renegade points to my PayPal.
Hey,
My email
guys,
is
over here.
Blue Chef
ask you something.
forever.
True justice.
Jesus.
If you're buying prisoners, can you buy me? Man, I don't care where you take me or what you do to me. It's gotta be better than this.
We're here for Jack.
Jack, forget what I just said. I don't want to go nowhere with you.
What's up?
Tell me more about Jack.
The worst trouble you ever saw. Mixed with some crazy and way too much biotic power. That's all I'm saying.
I thought this ship was a prison
Biotic.
on the market.
Sometimes people buy cons so they can do some punishing of their own, if you understand.
Man, that guy's getting
Sells it to
pounded
whoever
in the
can pay
background.
I mean, that combo is fucking not undropped.
OTG loops. Crusader.
Why are they interrogating that prisoner? He knows something?
Nah, that's Bimmy. He don't know nothing. He offed someone in the showers yesterday, I think. Guy he killed was worth a lot to the warden. Yeah, sucks to be Bimmy right now.
What about Jammy? Bimmy and Jammy. Is that who he offed?
They're going at it pretty hard. Do they ever kill prisoners by accident?
I haven't heard of anyone dying. Warden can't make money off us if we're dead. Funny thing, though. The more a guard does it, the meaner he gets. So they rotate him through.
Yeah, that's Yuri. That's Yuri Lowenthal. So anyways, what you're saying is it is justice. Sounds to me like justice.
So, what are you in for?
I killed a few people. Only about 20 or so. And I blew up that one habitat. Small time compared to most of the guys here.
What? Just 20 people. You know.
What's it like here?
Bad. And you gotta watch out. Damn, but someone's always after your stuff. Your smokes, clothes, your pride. I haven't taken a shower in 3 months.
Uh-huh.
Oh, not a fan of soap. I see.
Big fan of Pride. Long, slow camera cut. Yeah.
Stand up proud.
Yeah.
Don't pick up that.
I mean, the fucked up part is how, like, that's implied with the sentencing. That's kind of it's implied with the sentencing, you know?
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
It's kind of, it's a little, it's not part of what we do, but it's part of what's expected to occur in a functioning system.
Is prison like Vegas? Do you talk about what happens in prison?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I should go.
Wish I could go.
Hey, Evo is this weekend. Have fun with that, people. Yep. Party up in here.
just the pulling up side by side, just eyes open, licking your lips.
403, what you gotta say?
I hear the screaming in my head. It's night.
It's not in your head.
Yeah.
It's not in your head, 403. It's 2 doors down.
And that's a different prisoner, right?
Yeah, that's not the same guy.
You have nothing to say?
403? I tried.
There was a talk prompt. Nothing's
I
happening.
hear the screaming
Okay.
in my head.
When it turns green, that's the press.
Yeah.
Only one line. Persistent subtitling. Alright, let's go.
The objective is that way. So, we've, again, like, I was gonna say, like, what is solitary confinement in this world? And it's like, oh, it's probably what Liara was found in. Right? Like, you could just do that to somebody if you wanted to.
This is the Supermax wing. It's off limits. Out processing is back down the hall on your right.
Thank
They'll
you
bring
for-
your package there after the cryo-thaw is finished.
Thank you for slowing my progress. I appreciate it. Garrus.
Out processing's through the door on the far side of the room.
Yuri.
Thanks. This is Yuri's prison. Stuff was happening here. Good eye.
LPC 307. Always that font.
My apologies, Shepard. You're more valuable as a prisoner than a customer. Drop your weapons and proceed into this open cell. You will not be harmed.
Oh, word?
Well, what about serving the galaxy, friend? What's going on, Blue Suns?
You talked up your noble intentions with this prison, but it turns out you're a criminal like the rest.
Activate systems.
Alright, Garrus. Map that. Thank you.
Enemies in front.
How's the range on that one?
Well, we've got the missile launcher now, so... Interesting. And even
Pop,
even if you miss, it homes. Okay.
Troopers and legionnaires. No shield, you know what to do.
Can't get a lock.
An attempt is being made. Oh! Oh! I'm stuck!
You're over him! You landed on top of him!
I'm literally stuck!
Gabe, please!
What is happening?
What did you...
Can't target them. Incoming.
Oh my god.
VI Varens now. We got VI Varens. Oh my god.
You charged and landed on top of the guy
Inside the door.
Uh-oh. No more shield.
Alright. Support me.
Nice, nice. With a tiny slowdown. Charge again, if you can. I don't know. Boom. Nice. Alright, fellas. We're gonna get through this together. Miranda, you good?
17 on that. What are you doing? Armor. Switch to this. Yeah. Run the Madoc.
You got it.
Shepard is on the loose. Repeat,
Is challenging you.
Woolie versus the algorithm.